for Richard Duffee to get on the ballot? Raise your hand. Who hasn't done it? It's a lot of fun, actually. I'm Mike DeRosa. I'm running for state senate. If you want to come up to Hartford, you can petition with me. Seriously, we're looking for, and also we're looking for candidates. So if you want to run for state rep or senate, you know, weapons of mass instruction. That's what we run here in the Green Party. Okay? Next. Stay here.
Yeah.
Hey, how many of you people voted last November? How do you like those electronic voting machines, those scanning machines?
Paper ones, I like.
Yeah, they're not too bad. They have paper involved, but they're still a little iffy. There's like computer software in there that can be compromised, and we want to make sure that the elections are run fair. Mike DeRosa here worked really hard to make sure that we had those paper ballots, so that there was a trail and they could audit the elections and make sure that the elections were run fairly. Not like what happened in Florida or Ohio in past elections. So, so that's why don't you talk about that? And I just want you to know, if you live in Stamford, I'm running for Registrar of Voters to make sure we get fair elections and every vote counts.
All right.
I want to talk about two things real quick, and then we're going to have music and we can get back to the party. The Voter Verified Paper Trail story is a very interesting one. We organized a group called Voter Opportunity Through Election Reform. It was made up of Greens, Libertarians, Democrats, Republicans, you know, socialist workers, what have you. And we're fighting that battle right now because we want a 20% audit, plus we want everybody who is audited, who's on the ballot, to be audited. Our Secretary of State, who I ran against in 2006, doesn't believe in, she believes in a 10% audit and only 3 candidates. So we're working on that. And the other thing we're working on is campaign finance deform, also known as no Democrat or Republican left behind. You may have heard of that law. And what they do is they discriminate against minor parties. Now the good news is we took them to court and we're going to win the case. All right, and I'm serious about this. I'm actually shocked. But Judge Underwood just came out with a decision about 2 weeks ago, and it's very clear in that decision that if I were on the other side of this lawsuit, I'd be very worried right now. And again, you know, this is because of the Green Party. This is not just me. It's a whole bunch of people who say, wait a minute, we have equal rights in this country, and we should have an opportunity to be heard. And if you're going to give money, as the judge said, you know, he said, well, you know, most of the elections in Connecticut are uncontested, or they put up somebody, say, for example, a Republican or a Democrat who you know is going to win. So why would you give money to a Republican that you know is not going to win, but not give it to a Green who's not going to win? That's really good, because that made me feel good. Thanks a lot, Judge. I always wanted to be a loser. But anyway, the point of what I'm trying to suggest is that, you know, we're going to get there. I mean, we elected 2 people last year. We elected Jean Dismay to First Selectman up in Willimantic. That's the mayor's position. And Alan Brisson in New Haven. And we also elected for City Council. And we also elected 3 people for, what is it? Constable. And so the bottom line is, you know, we ran 15 people, we won 5. That's not a bad, you know, ratio. So, you know, I know there's a lot of people out here probably thought about running, but I really recommend it because it opens up your eyes. You really learn very quickly, as Richard said earlier, what the real deal is. And the real deal is this country belongs to you. And if you don't fight for it, somebody else is going to get control of it. So you have power. You have the green power of being able to run for office, stand up and tell it like it is. So I really encourage all of you, if you're interested at all in running for any kind of office, even just throw your name up there, you get 1%. That gets you on the ballot next time. And the next person that comes along doesn't have to do a huge petitioning campaign. And secondly, if you want to get involved, you want to just come here, have a good time, support Richard, give him a little bit of money, that's fine. But if you want to go to the next step, you know, join these candidates, help them with the petitioning. We're trying to get on the ballot for president. We don't know who our presidential candidate's going to be yet, but I'm sure it's going to be someone very effective. So that's all I really want to say, and I hope that you have a good time tonight. And you know, if you want to sign the petition tonight, if you're from Fairfield County, I'm sure we can find one out here. And thanks for coming.